Hello everyone, it's Ink here. We're back with Sins of the Galactic Empire. Okay, so our fledgling Imperial Renegade fleet is on the move. We are getting reinforcements out to the Annihilator's fleet, and meanwhile down here, it would appear that the Avenger has made first contact. We have a Rebel DP-20 Corellian gunship scouting around, so let's see what to do about that. In the meantime, we have some upgrades we can do. We can get some civilian upgrades for the planet of Quat, which will not completely remove the underdevelopment penalty, but it'll hopefully mitigate it to the point where the population can take over. And we have a lot of asteroids to start mining. Over here, our planet's under siege. Oh, I guess the DP-20 is doing flybys. Alright, so we have our refit dreadnoughts heading up there. Is there anything we can do down here? We do not have the fleet capacity to get any more capital ships, and we don't have the resources for it anyway. Imperial capital ships are not cheap. I keep referring to the CIS. I've played a little bit of CIS. Fun fact, actually, in the first couple of times that I tried to record this series, I was actually playing CIS. But evidently that was just cursed, so I decided to stop. Alright.
Reporting in, awaiting instructions.
Okay, so you can see here that we have our two refit dreadnoughts in position, and they are getting the slave rigging damage bonus off each other. They can also bomb planets, which is cool. DP-20 is running around doing its thing. Do we have all our dreadnoughts assembled here yet? Not quite. It's weird, I could have sworn that I had more building. I guess not, I guess I just had the 3. Okay. Either way, that is still not a bad fleet to work with. Are you actually moving? You are moving, good. Alright. I'm going to get some more civvy research facilities going, because I really want to get access to our... really want to get our economy kick-started, so... I'm going to drop the customs registry research to start getting our trade going. I'm going to go ahead and grab orbital refinement. Now, refineries I talked about a little bit in my Star Trek Armada 3 series, how they generally weren't worth it. It's a little different in this one, just because there are so many resource asteroids. Just look at this. It is rare to find a planet with less than 6. You're also going to need to double up in order to quadruple up, I guess, technically, in order to get the Shielded Arcology 2 research, which will allow us to take Tanab. So I'm going to go ahead and send my fleet down there, so we can get things running. Also, hello, this would appear to be a pirate base. They have 18 dreadnoughts, 10 marauders, 9 DP-20s, and 19 turbo laser platforms. Got to be a little careful of that. In the meantime, why do we have 2 dreadnoughts here already? I don't know. I guess that's where the rest of my fleet went. Alright, well, the captain of the Annihilator will be giving them a stern talking to about jumping the gun. Meantime, let's get some military research doing. We got our armor increase before, but let's get some stuff going here. You can see that the increases, particularly on defenses, are pretty sizable. This is the basic torpedo and missile boost. 20% shield negation increase is kind of impressive. And then we're going to need to work on some other stuff. We're going to need heavy ion cannon research in order to actually make use of heavy ion blast here. So, kind of one thing at a time. Let's get some more weapons research going there. We're going to want our early warning system. And we have battle meditation down here. When in a friendly gravity well, Imperial ships gain a notable increase to effectiveness. So that's going to be useful for holding the line in places. So we've got a lot of civilian research, a fair amount of military research going as well. So I'll have to come back to that a little bit. In the meantime, potentially going to want to make friends with people. So let's get some basic diplomacy research going. Okay, so yeah, our dreadnoughts are being stupid. They're not even in range of each other, so that's really super stupid. But the Annihilator will soon whip them into shape.
Moving into position.
Just tell them all to move into formation, and then they can worry about killing stuff. We may lose this dreadnought, but we've don't have that much in the way of enemies left. Yeah, our bombers just wiped out that Marauder, and they're going to start running out the other vessel. Meanwhile, the Avenger appears to be in a position to take control of Burkest. Which only has one asteroid. That's pretty unusual. Incidentally, we have an upgrade which we can get here. Get the population a little bit higher. More tax income is good. You can see that the fully developed planets can get pretty ridiculous. This has 650 population, so I mean it's getting a bit of a buff from being a capital. All planets do if they're the capital. They get a small buff to population, to tax rate, all of this sort of thing. Here, no, that's just a really big population, and you can expect to get a lot of resources from stuff. Like here, we've got Iago, that'll do, which is going to require a lot of research to get to. Here we go, Sector Governance is going to require 5 civilian research platforms in order to be able to claim this world. But that's going to be a big deal. It's going to give us a hefty boost in our credit income, and it'll give us a lot of slots to build structures and provide a solid base defense line. Oh, the red line. Looks like the rebels are down here somewhere. That's a positron storm. And we've got a little bit of information on can't launch Strikecraft. Fair enough. A little bit of information on a rebel fleet, so we're going to have to be a little careful there. Lovely, that's actually fully upgraded, and we have that all set up, so there's literally nothing we can do here. This is just going to be a drain on our resources, which is kind of a pain, but let's get a spaceport going. It's going to be... Okay, we do actually have that research coming up, so that'll be a thing in the near future. For the moment, what do we want to do? We've got a fair amount for extractors here and here. Sure, let's go ahead and build an orbital refinery here. And that is all the logistics slots that we can get, so that's the thing we'll have to manage. It's okay. Okay, we've got a couple of Marauders, a couple of DP-20s, and 3 Dreadnoughts there, so we'll need to wipe those out, but we're also going to need to grab some Sentinels in order to actually capture the thing. So let's just get a little squadron of them, which we can run around the place. They're cheap. They don't use that much supply. It's not that big a deal.
Orders, sir. Awaiting instructions.
There we go.
Acknowledge.
You'll see that they can actually crew derelict ships. I'm not entirely sure what the deal with that is. Target enemy and unknown capital ships frigates must be capturable. I'm not super sure what that's about. Whether that actually means you can potentially capture enemy vessels, but I guess we'll see. In the meantime, we have shielded archaeology research coming up soon, so that's lovely. It also means that our trade port research is done, so let's start building stuff. There. Boost that up. And we're going to drop an orbital refinery. Here on our capital, we are a little short on resources. Okay, so I've got our spaceport. We don't have the slots available just yet in order to grab an orbital refinery here, but that's easily dealt with. Wow, look at the market plunge. Okay, orbital refinery. So we've got our first fully upgraded. Okay. 2 civic research stations. We don't actually have room for anything else. That's mildly annoying, but okay. So we're actually sitting on quite a lot of penalties from awkward planets. So we're going to have to deal with that, but our trade setup is beginning to ramp up a bit. Now, in terms of other stuff, we can grab a spaceport. I'm actually going to go ahead and grab another civic research station there.
Research complete.
Sentries. What the hell are sentries? These, I really don't know. I guess we will find out in due course.
Awaiting orders.
But we are busily murdering the fleet here. I'm not sure why this is taking so long. I feel like I warped them in ages ago. Reduced chance to hit, and a small regen to fighters. Fair enough.
Structure complete.
Alright. So yep, we are going to want to grab Sector Governance Edict as our next big thing, and then we're going to need the next rank of Logistics. Take a quick look at our income: 10.7 metal and 7.7 crystal. We never got this high even in the end game of Star Trek Armada 3. I think it might have been around this sort of level, if we hadn't had all of the penalties for all of our logistics, but it still gives an idea of how high the resource scaling is in this particular mod. Okay, our Carrack's taking a little bit of punishment. We do just have the 3 dreadnoughts left to kill, so that's kind of the thing we're having to deal with. But the Avengers making it happen. Okay, so the reason why I'm expanding this is because my next big target is Iago, which is going to be a little scary. They've got 7 dreadnoughts, 2 acclimators, 2 DP-20s and 2 marauders, which is actually roughly around the same as Ariadu, so I'm going to have 2 fairly tough battles ahead of me. And what I'm probably going to do is, once I've taken out these 2 dreadnoughts, I'm going to reroute this fleet through to Iago to unite with this one, and they can both take it down. Pirate Raiders are on the loose. Against me. Fun. Alright, I should start building some defences then. Mainly I do have some nice choke points to work with here, so let's get a few missile platforms and then load up on turbo lasers to make up the difference. Lovely. Okay, going to move our fleet so it is more or less in position. And we have our sentinels busily capturing stuff here.
Awaiting instructions.
Okay, it looks like the rebellion is actually on its way a little bit. So the question is, do I want to head down here to try and challenge them for Bandamir? Or just kind of hold off here. Speaking of which, I should drop some defences around this place. It's going to be fairly easy because it's a small gravity well, so I have a lot of metal. Okay, I don't actually recall if I can... Yeah, I can get some tactical upgrades, so we'll look at that in due course.
Ready.
Alright, no, we don't want to bring the Sentinels along for the ride.
Awaiting orders.
Alright,
Navigating to coordinates.
we're going to head for Iago. I'm going to take a shortcut through the pirate base that will not only be kind of risky, but the time to kill in this game, this particular mod rather, is fairly high, so I'm reasonably confident we can get away with it. We have our fleet supply upgrade done, so we can start getting some more ships. I'm actually going to look at getting some more Star Destroyers, which means I'm going to need to sell a bunch of resources, because these ain't cheap. So I'm going to go ahead and get an Imperial 2. I'm also going to want to get an Imperial 1 at some point. It is technically a flat upgrade, but the Imperial 1 has some fun little abilities. The Imperial 2 is just a straight up murder machine, whereas the Imperial 1 has some scouting and defensive options. And then the Victory 2 is basically just the light filler option. It's much cheaper, takes up a lot less space, not as effective, it just has ion cannons. Alright. So I do actually... I'm going to want to get some more assassins to scout around and do things.
Orders, sir.
Oh, hello.
Orders, sir. Navigating to
The
coordinates.
rebels just showed up. They have an MC-80, which is a fairly nasty piece of equipment. So we're going to reroute to take that on. Hostile forces approaching Naboo. Wow, you completely bypassed me.
Awaiting instructions.
Okay, let's get our scouts moving. Okay, so I guess we're going to have to reroute our plans a little bit, because we have rebels to kill down here. And we have pirates up there. A lot of pirates. It looks like these are all frigates, so they're not going to be that much of a threat. But it's still going to be a pain in the rear, and we're going to definitely going to have to deploy our fleet to counter them.
Structure complete. Let's go. Structure complete. Reporting in.
Okay, here we go. First major fleet engagement. The Salute. Let's see what the Avenger can do to it. We have our little Carrack running around and doing its thing. You can see an interesting little thing here in that if you take a close look at the fighters, yeah, they don't actually come in multiple groups. There's just a single one applied to each, which is, I think that might actually be why you can't see them even if you zoom in enough. It's basically a load saving issue, because who really cares? The important thing is that they're there. Oh boy, look at that thing regen its shields.
Structure complete.
Yeah, we are gonna need some help here. Yeah, 31 Marauders and 13 DP-20s. This is a little ridiculous.
Structure complete.
Okay, we have our Imperial 2 ready there. Build an Imperial 1.
Comsat has detected inbound hostiles.
Even more? Okay, they've got a Dreadnought coming in, that's even more fun.
Preparing for hyperspace jump.
So they have two MC-80s, a Dauntless, and a mob of fighters.
Structure complete.
This is proving to be kind of a non-starter, so I think we're actually going to pull back.
Coming about.
The Mon-Cal ships are just proving to be a little too tough to actually take down, and they do have 2 of them, whereas we just have the Avenger and its commander all. So let's go ahead and get a victory on construction, and then we're going to want some more. Let's get some more Vindicators. And then over here, is there anything worth building? Yeah, let's go ahead and mob up some Raiders. So, we've got our first real engagement going on. We've got pirates playing silly buggers.
Ready.
And we have the Annihilator doing its best to deal with this. I am honestly doubt that even this many ships could pose a serious threat to an Imperial 2, but I guess we'll find out. Meantime, the Basilisk has arrived. Oh boy, okay, yeah. The Dreadnoughts, however, might prove more of a problem. So, in the next episode, we're going to be doing a lot of killing.
Yes, Commander.
All the killing.
Location
Route the Vindicators down there. Yep. Raiders down there.
Cruiser here. Ready. Confirmed.
Just keep moving, keep moving.
Reporting.
Got shit to do.
Cruiser reporting.
Oh boy. All the
Hyperspace jump.
all of the multitasking. It's all happening here, folks. So until next time, stay safe.